Good morning, guys. About 5:45 on Saturday, and we are working with HD metal. Excuse me. And we have the SureColor P7000 Epson fired up, and we're doing some blue custom TrueFire flames. We get lots of requests for these. Flames are something I've always been into, and I think anything with flames looks really awesome. But when we start talking about chrome, it really changes the entire effect. I'll be filming these to the end as far as we'll do lamination. I'll show you what they look like, and in this way everybody gets to see these, because again, seeing these in the actual sun right now, of course it's dark out here, but seeing them in the sun really does them justice. Natural light is just something that's got to be seen, but you can definitely see here the chrome is coming out, and the reflection on the chrome is a mirror finish. And working with the HD metal, again, it is a metal substrate, meaning it has metal over vinyl. And in order to do that, this vinyl is going to be a little thicker to work with. It's not as pliable as regular vinyl. Makes sense. So keep that in mind for your applications of what you'll be doing with it. When the actual material is laminated with 3M8518, you can see the flames starting to come out now, you'll get the true effect of what this looks like. The other thing I want you guys to pay close attention to, and this is how extreme this material is that when you're working with it, do not speak closely to the material. I know that sounds crazy, because of the fact that any particulate that comes out of your mouth is going to end up all over this material. So you want to be very careful. You want to be careful on your cutter, and again, you can see how it actually reflects all of that blue ink. And if I pan the camera slightly because it's got its light on, or I should say the phone, you can see exactly how that effect is. So again, very unique finish on this material. And if you're looking for, again, the largest amount of ROI we've seen, this is the material you want to work with. I do not recommend working with this until you get familiar with the other substrates. It demands a little more respect. It demands a little more knowledge about lamination. Once you get that down, though, the money to be made with this substrate is pretty much unreal, and it's totally unlimited to your imagination. You can see there, once again, more of a ghost flame effect with this. Pull it back a little bit, pan out. So again, guys, I hope that you guys stick through the end so you'll see these laminated. We'll take some shots out in the sun. Right now, if I shoot inside the printer, you can see them laying down the ink. There we go. Keep that light just barely on there, and you can really see how that looks. And again, we still get questions about what printer we're using, an Epson SureColor P7000 with the Epson Ultra Chrome HDX inks. Another question we've gotten is, due to the fact that I did that table with epoxy resin, I get a lot of questions now. Can you apply epoxy resin over the HD metal chrome? Yes, you can. So if you wanted to put something outrageous, flames on something, go over it with the epoxy resin, you can certainly do that once it's laminated. And you can see the effect we're getting here just with that little bit of light going inside the printer. And of course the printer's cover is tinted, but you can see just how reflective that material is. Once again, it really has to be seen outside to do it justice, but you get a really good image of what ghost flames look like done on, again, with professional graphics and Inkjet HD Chrome. Just panning the camera down, you can see them inks just firing back. So again, guys, stick around for the second half. You'll see us go through the lamination and shoot the graphics outside, show you them in the sunlight. Thank you. Take care. Today, once again, we are working with our Suma T75 series with the tangential head. Right now, Joanna is getting set up to cut our HD chrome. And when I say chrome, you can see the reflection of these ghost flames, these blue ghost flames that we put on here for clients. We get tons of orders for these. And you can actually see the tangential head reflecting on the substrate. Just back out a little bit. Here we go. I'm just giving you the full effect, and we're going to go outside in the sun in another video, and I will show you what these look like. But I wanted to show this head in action cutting on the chrome because it really shows you what this cutter can do. And what's really interesting is when we first purchased this, we were told that you cannot cut chrome substrates. Well, thank God I'm an engineer, because the Opus cam that the system uses is a white light. If you filter that white light with the proper amount of filtration, it will cut any substrate, and that saves us literally about an additional $4,000. Of course, Zoom is not too happy with the fact that you can do this in certain terms, in the sense that they do offer filtrations that you can test, but most of them do not work, especially on a mirror chrome substrate like this. And once again, I have this manufactured to our spec. This is the only one in existence I've ever seen. When I say mirror chrome, you can see that reflection is ridiculous. And those flames are getting articulatedly cut with the tangential head. You can see it live in action.
See the filter reflected in the substrate.
Yeah, come on that side. Just move this out of the way. See if I can come over here. Trying to see if you can see the filter we made. And there it is. If you look on the end, and I'm trying to do it just, yeah, she's putting her finger right there. That is the filter I made in order for this to work and scan. A little bit of trial and error, and nailed it. And this hits every time. And when you're cutting articulated flames like this, to make them look like true flames, when these are weeded, they're going to look ridiculous. Again, really, really ultimate graphics. Now, using the Graphtec CE6000 we started with to do these type of graphics, it worked, but nowhere near the precision that you get with the articulated angles on the flames. This works amazingly well. Once again, doing the weed box, there we go. We're doing 2 cuts. That means 2 passes. We set that up in Vinyl Master so that, once again, the vinyl is much easier to remove. Remember, the HD Chrome, and I've said this in previous videos, actually has a layer of metal over vinyl. Yeah, I'm seeing if I can pan in there. We've had so many requests to actually see this in action, cutting chrome, because a lot of our potential clients don't believe they'll actually cut chrome substrate, and believe you me, it does, and you see it doing it right now. And just so everyone's aware, anyone getting involved with cutters in general, the Suma series, the Suma brand, is the only brand that uses a true tangential head. And what the tangential head is, you can see the actual head right here is rotating as it's cutting. So it's not just dragging the knife around, it's actually following a pattern with the knife. And you can see it actually moving right here up and down. You can see that line on the top there showing that it's actually rotating. And that's what makes this cutter so expensive. Especially when you're doing patterns like this where there's a lot of intricate cuts. That's how you can do these intricate cuts and really, really bring your graphics to life. Should be finishing up shortly. Now again, we do these in blue, but we can do them in any color really. I've got, actually I'm wrong. I think I have them also in the True Fire yellow. which on the chrome looks really crazy as well. But the blue really gives it a ghost flame effect. And there we go. We're all done. So again, guys, stay tuned. If you haven't seen the video with them actually exposed to the sun to give you the true effect, stay tuned for that. Now you can definitely see we've got the ghost flames outside in the sun, and I am not kidding you. These are ridiculous. You can really see how that ink plays up, and it almost becomes a candy. Yeah, just pan it around real slow. There you go. Fold down into the light. There you go. Wow. Beautiful. And again, unless you see this in natural light, it's very, very, very hard to explain. But now you guys can see, and once these are applied to whatever substrate the client's working with, they're going to be, I think, really, really impressed. Once again, I would have to challenge any painter to match that level of detail, and again, get that kind of gloss finish. That's the beauty of working with inkjet vinyl. It's cheap, and it'll still give you an effect that is truly amazing, especially with something like this. So again, I hope this has answered many of your questions of what's possible, and I hope you guys keep the ideas creatively flowing. Once again, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you all for your support. Take care.